All right, good evening, everybody. Ryan Nocera here, co-founder of Precision Trading Labs. Um, what I wanted to do really quickly, we're having really garbage weather here in Jersey, so not a great way to end summer. But I wanted to do a market recap video. Oh, let me do the disclaimer. Hang on one second. All right, let me leave this up here for a few seconds. You guys will read it over. So, oh, that's what I'm going to do. Okay, and it'll be in the description also. All right, so let's get into the market really quickly. If you watched that last video I did where I said make or break week, we got a inline, sort of inline uh, non-farm payroll on Friday. It was in line, so it didn't exceed. But usually employment's kind of the last thing to come in a recession, and we are in a recession, so it is what it is. Market still has been breaking this, but it didn't like rocket through it. That demand zone right there on the ES, which on the SPY, let me see how that looks. There we go. One of my students, Amit, had pointed this out, and it broke, but not exactly like dropping like a rock. So let's see if it's just a slow turn from after the Labor Day weekend, and see what the market tells us tomorrow. Right now, we're kind of doing nothing. I mean, still a little bit more room to the downside, I have a feeling, but yeah, that's my take. Is like I don't really have a. I'm not willing to obviously go long from that because it's a broken demand zone, but uh, not willing to just completely say the market's going to keep dropping until we get a nice break of that. Like right now, we're still kind of holding it. So let's see what happens. Sometimes indecisive areas is a good time to just, take a pause and not so much jump in. So I was outlining an Iron Condor on Tesla yesterday, not yesterday, the other day with one of my students, and we were looking at these opportunities. This is a broken supply zone here, where it's usually it's beat up, not broken, excuse me, a beat up supply in here, and then we have a touched, but not exactly like worked out demand zone here, right? And it's unimportant whether you use this for Iron Condor or calls, whatever. But this is holding still. Now it's tested, went up, came back. That kind of happens when the weekend hums. So I think this still has a push to the upside. I don't know how much, maybe into the 300 area. And if it doesn't, then I think that break. Oh, let me get some of this stuff off here. This is going to get confusing. Hold on, guys. Too many lines here. Sorry about that. Let's highlight this one in yellow here, where I think if it can hold, we shouldn't have a problem this getting to 300. My student likes Iron Condors. Don't worry about that part. I was just using the story. But if not, this break of 254.30 could get ugly. But if we can break this little high here, I would expect this to get to 300. So that's kind of my analysis on Tesla. We do have something up here, which is a good distance away for a nice supply zone at 325. We're still a good bit away from that. I don't want to waste your guys' time on that. For now, that's where we are. It just is what it is. The market's in a it's given back a bunch of the gains we got last month. But it hasn't fallen completely off its rocker. But we'll see as time goes on, as the week shapes up. Tomorrow's Wednesday, and we probably will start to know more. Today, think of it just like a normal come fall back from a weekend. Mark didn't do much. So yeah, I'll have another video, guys, for you guys towards the end of the week, and we'll see if anything changes. For now, good night.